Any other experience from you guys, anyone else? If you've ever done something in your life and you were scared of doing, but you went ahead and went with it, you just had to.
I have a similar experience with I guess kind of similar experience with like plane.
Mhm.
Um, just 2 years ago, I went to Washington to go wing walking.
Mhm.
Basically like a very small plane with just you and the pilot, open
Yeah.
cockpit, and you literally have to like crawl up on top of the plane and
Oh,
strap
wow.
in, and then like he'll go through like aerobac, like
Oh, shoot.
yeah, it
That's
was
super scary. I don't
fun.
think I could do that.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I'm just like super into that stuff, like adrenaline junkie. Like I've been skydiving and stuff like that too. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's always scary at first, but as soon as
Uh-huh.
you make the commitment, it always ends up being a lot of fun.
Oh, nice. So you skydiving, but then you say that you're still kind of scared, but you go through these extreme stuff. Why? Like what propels you to that to go there, make that decision and just go there?
I just find it extremely exhilarating, and like
Mhm.
at the peak of fear, you find your greatest confidence.
Wow, that is awesome. So, at the peak of your fear, you find your greatest confidence. So that's awesome. Okay. Anything else from all you guys? Anyone can share another experience?
Yes.
Hmm.
So I love animals,
Hmm.
and there, but except for like reptiles and snakes.
Oh,
But
yeah. Uh-huh.
um once I had to take care of my friend's pet, and I was really scared that it was gonna like bite me or something, and I had to actually touch it and take it out of the cage to clean the cage.
Wow.
And so I was like really, really scared to do that. Um, but oh, it's called a bearded dragon. That's what her pet was. But once I actually did it, it was really sweet. So I felt like I didn't need to be scared in the first place.
Wow, that's great, Farrah. Wow. So, yeah, I'd be kind of scared of reptiles too. Uh, I definitely never would want to pet a snake. I don't know about other reptiles, um, iguanas or stuff like that. Dragons, you say? Wow. So, yeah, that's really good. And um, so I want to ask you, Farrah. So, what what happened there? Like, what made you do that? Besides, you had the choice. Every one of you has the choice of not doing it because of your fear. What made you go through that to 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 pet that or clean that cage?
So I just wanted to broaden my experience with different types of animals.
Mhm.
Um, like I just wanted to experience something different, and it ended up being fun too.
Oh, nice, fair. So yeah, that new experience, I think, kind of propels you. I think just like with Brianna and Nathaniel, um, that experience or that reward that you'll get by surpassing that fear uh, is just more rewarding. It's just better to have, and you'll have a worse feeling than just kind of being succumbed to that fear. So that's really good. Anyone else? These are really good experiences. Anyone
I
else?
think when I was like first learning how to drive, I was kind of scared of like going on the freeway,
Oh,
and
freeway, yeah.
I think I wanted to visit my friend because he recently moved to Tracy, or I think
Uh-huh.
Mountain House, and
Yeah.
like
Or
my parents were saying like, oh, like the first part of the freeway is okay, but like going there, there's like a place called like the Altamont Pass where like it kind of curves.
yeah.
So I think I was like really like nervous. So like I was just like the cars are going fast and I was like a new driver. So that really like bugged me. But I was able to get there one way or another.
You
Slowly
able to get there.
able to get there. Yeah.
And how were you able to get there? What, again, there's that decision, right? You could stop and just go back. What propelled you? What, you kept driving, right? What went on there?
I think I had a playlist on, so I think I was listening to some music, so it really helped me just like focus on the music. And
Yeah.
like instead of worrying about the drive, I kind of just enjoyed the driving. And it was kind of like nice because the scenery was like, it was really flat, so I was really just enjoying it. I was able to control it a bit.
Wow, that's awesome. So yeah, you know, music definitely helps, you know, in the car. But then you said you started enjoying that drive, a very scary drive, and you started enjoying it. So that's great as well. Actually have a fear of driving a little bit. I think it's still there with me, but you know, initially when I started driving, what was it? Oh, the Bay Bridge. You know, I was kind of scared going over the Bay Bridge when I got through that. But actually so going to Oakland, okay, my real fear of driving was actually getting past the bridge and getting into Highway 80, going into Oakland and going into Berkeley. For some reason, I don't know why, because at that point, the merging of all the lanes, they're like 10 lanes. They're like 10 lanes on that when you get onto that freeway, and all these cars were going super fast, and I just almost had a panic attack at that point. I've been on the road before as a passenger, so I know what it looks like. But as a driver, it was like, whoa, there's like 10, 20 cars, big rigs on the right, you know, sports cars on the left. Everyone's going fast, 10 lanes, 20 lanes on a highway. And I was like, wow, that was pretty intense. And there was a point there when I thought, I'm just gonna hang around in Emeryville. I'm just gonna go to, I don't know if there was an IKEA back then, but I was thinking about just stopping there and going back, going back home to San Francisco or Daly City. But I told myself, you know, just get through Oakland, just get through Berkeley or wherever that city was, and I'll be fine. The lanes will start to kind of be into that 5-lane traditional freeway kind of thing. I don't know why 10 lanes kind of freaked me out, but it did. Okay. So yeah, we all go through something like that where there is an emotion, but then you overcome it because you want to get to where you want to be, right? And so that is embracing your emotion. That fear is still there, right? So Nathaniel was talking about that fear is there. It's still there, right? It doesn't go away. You know, that for me, that little fear of driving, that's still kind of there. It never really went away. It's still there, and it's still going to be there for most of you with your fear. In time, it'll kind of dissipate. It'll kind of, you know, go away, maybe even completely. But for the most part, it's still there, and you're okay with that, okay? And that's the first step. That is the first step to amplification of your emotion, is when you accept that, embrace that, and what Gabriel said, enjoy that drive. So he went up another level after accepting and enjoying that, okay? And we're gonna go to that next level after that, okay? That enjoyment of that experience to this. So I wanted to ask you guys, so this is the part of the chapter that throws people off a little bit maybe, but do you believe that you can amplify your emotion? So that fear, whatever that fear was in all of you, that experience, can you amplify that even more? And I think that Nathaniel touched on that a little bit with the fear, and it became confident. So, but maybe some of you don't really believe that, or how do you do that? So I wanted to ask you, do you believe that you can amplify your emotion?